Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today I'm going to get the first heroic event card, and there's also a chance of picking up a brand new Xavier Woods. Of course, all the newest cards are supposed to be Dungeon Dropkicks, supposed to be Dungeon Dragons, and Xavier Woods is playing the role of the DM with all the different pieces moving around the board that you can see there. And apparently you can pick up to 5 of those, so we still have to wait 4 minutes until we get our bout back. In the meantime, we're going to play a quick Dungeon Smasher. I already did a tutorial on how to play Dungeon Smasher. So of course you always want to go for the guaranteed pulls rather than risking anything. Okay, so now we want to try and go for one of the question mark ones. So let's go for down here. And then if we get lucky, it'll open a couple more. I'm not going to claim anything just yet. We're going to wait until we hit at least one Mimic. And there is the Mimic. We're not going to remove it this time. Instead, we're just going to play this one, because that is also a guaranteed freebie. And we're up to 10. So that gives us this 10 pack for free. So without spending any credits, we're just going to claim and exit there, because if we go any further, we could get another Mimic, and that would mean that we would lose everything. So let's just go ahead and claim and exit. And yes. And it gave us 2 sword collectibles, a Detention Daunting Mysterio, and a Tundra via Hail. So not the best rewards, but we also got an additional rare to draft pick and 2 other sword tokens. And that's how to play Dungeon Smasher for free, without using any credits. We got an Ivar. So basically you just want to use as many of the guaranteed picks as possible until you get to the point where you can't use any more guaranteed picks, and you're forced to just either risk another Mimic, or you can just exile with the prizes that you have. I've also been playing through Ye Olde Tournament, and you can see how far we've got thus far. That was 3 easy opponents that I wasn't interested in. Okay, the LA Knight and the Damien Priest I'm much more interested in. Let's take a quick look at the rewards. So we've unlocked 1 LA Knight and 1 Bianca Belair. I've not really been playing an awful lot of it. Of course, we want to try and get all the cards, and we want to get them all pro'd before we're going to go into Throne Hunter, because you can see here the shard multiplier increases with the amount of stars that you have. So if you get all of the cards, then you'll have 6 stars, but if you get pros of all of them, then you'll have the full 12, which will give you the maximum shard multiplier. And then once we've got that multiplier at maximum, then we're going to start using these up here to try and get the likes of the Cody Rhodes card. And that is what the idea for that is. And unfortunately, the only way to get big old Triple H over here is through Dungeon Smasher, which does cost money. Well, you get 1 free one, but if you want to try and get the 20% pack that has a 20% chance of having a Triple H in it, that is how you go about doing that. We have just under a minute left to go here, so let's take a quick look at the rest of this. I don't think there's an awful lot of other things going on here. There's the initiative one, which gives you a 15% chance at getting either a Jade Cargo or a Roman Reigns. That's merely a 7% chance. And these ones are just the sword picks. And there's nothing really else that's too amazing there. So the Xavier Woods, apparently, you have the chance of getting up to 5 of them from your draft board, and you can get it at any rarity. So even if you're not Inferno rarity, you can still pull this Xavier Woods card just off the regular draft board. It's very similar to the way that M. Bison worked when we had the Street Fighter event. And with that done, let's see, we're at 7.254 million. of the 7.26 million that we need in order to get our first ever heroic upgrade on the Inferno tier. And it's going to be Bret the Hitman Hart. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. We'll just go ahead and use the Foresight, because we won't need to use it any other time. So we know that the last one's down arrow, this first one is going to be up arrow, which means that left and right arrows are going to be next. And we just want to use all the best ones, get the maximum amount of damage in there. And there we go. And that is 62,000. And I think that is more than enough. And we can now claim. And there we go. There is our first heroic Bret the Hitman Hart. So you can see that it's got a lot more going on here. You've got the big spikes coming up here. These parts have been replaced by metal. You've got more spikes going on there. I'm curious as to what the pro animation is going to look like. I'm not sure what is going to move on it, whether these spikes over here and here are maybe going to have a little bit of movement on them. But it's going to be interesting to find out. And we've got 5 draft picks remaining. We only pulled a lucky start right when we didn't need it. This is absolutely typical of this game. So we don't need those. We're just going to dust all of them. Of course, always make sure that you're not accidentally dusting away your event card, because that would be atrocious. And there we go. It is complete. We have done it in the first couple of giants. I still need to do 2 more giants to get this veteran pack, so I will be doing that as well. Of course, we've got the veteran packs on the first 2. You always get it in the first one because this one is absolutely ridiculous. We've got 86 of the 8 bouts that we needed to do there, 26 of the 6 bouts that we needed on the second one, and we only need 8 bouts on Ethan Page over here. So just need to do 2 more bouts once those refresh. But we've already got the event cards, so we don't need to worry about the rest of it. And there is our LA Knight, yeah, and our Bianca Belair, and of course the JBL, which we got from this event. And there's big old Stone Cold Son, and there is the heroic Bret the Hitman Hart. So there's his stats without his 100 matches, without his variants. But on the base level, at level 100, with nothing else going on, he has, from weakest to strongest, 3,006 in power, 3,246 in speed, 3,586 in toughness, and then a whopping 3,846 into charisma. And of course the sharpshooter gives 208 to toughness and charisma, and that has a 30% trigger rate to activate as well. And there we go, folks. The Heroic Giants of Unleashed event has now been finished, and I going to do a little bit more work on doing Ye Old Tournament to try and get a few more of these pros, and then we're going to start working on taking on the Throne Hunter, and maybe we will try and get ourselves a pro Triple H at some point down the line. But that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.